I just wanted to thank everyone that helped pass the invite around for this event, Sales Funnel Secrets They Don't Want You to Know. We had over 430 attendees that were confirmed that they were coming, and thank you for each of you guys for coming here today. So first I'm going to introduce myself. For those that don't know me, again, my name is Baki. I've been recognized as a business acceleration strategist, and I'm a published author. And I help businesses find a minimum of 100,000 in recurring revenue in about 45 minutes. And these are all strategies without spending any additional dollars in marketing or ads. My success comes by dealing with things head on, because it forces people to think. And I do believe that if I dance and sugarcoat it, I'm going to keep you comfortable. So enjoy the ride today. Hope you don't mind. This is going to be a little bit interactive today. So I want to be able to take you out of your comfort zone. Why? Because that's where all the magic really happens. I want to get to know you guys a little bit. So I want you to type 1 in the chat. How many of you are frustrated around lead generation? And in your head, it's, I have to do a funnel. I have to do social media. I have to make some calls. I have to make some sales. Just type 1 in the chat. You're basically looking for a lead generation technique that works, and you're just basically frustrated. One of you paid someone to do a funnel. It didn't work for you. You got your hopes up all very high. You spent all this time, money, effort, and here comes the time to launch, and it was a dud. And you got nothing basically in return. And put a 3 in the chat. If you have already had a funnel built, you got responses, but all the leads that you got they were not your ideal client. You had tire kickers, people that didn't have money. You basically did a lot of work and spent all this money for nothing. So you were very busy, but you were busy doing overwhelmed things with the wrong leads. And number 4, put a 4 in the chat. Who made a funnel? It worked very, very well, but you were completely overwhelmed. But in a good way. So you had your ideal client, but you didn't have a system and infrastructure place to support what the funnel did, and you need to find another game. So was there a lot of people that put chats? Okay, awesome. A 4, plenty of 2s, and a few 1s. Awesome. Thank you for everybody who has responded. So what is a funnel? If you guys have, I just want you guys to take 45 seconds, take time sometime, just write, what do you think a funnel is? System of processes, lead system, way to sort leads, pipeline, connection to hire yourself, prospecting clients, way to turn clients, to clarify your leads, email marketing, build your email list, absolutely, business connection. Yeah, thank you guys, that is awesome. Draw new people, yeah. Customer journey, yes, absolutely. This is amazing. Thanks guys for really doing this. Yeah, prospects enter at the top, clients come out at the end, absolutely. That is awesome. So here's the good thing. A funnel could be all of these. A funnel is not just one static thing, okay? A funnel, it helps you get a customer. When you get a new customer, to help you keep a customer, and also keep in touch with old customers, right? So every funnel is very different from one business to another. And that's even if you're in the same industry or you're even in the same city. It all depends on what specifically you're looking to do. So a funnel, it leads a person from a cold lead, so someone that doesn't know you, to warming up a stranger, so that they're no longer a stranger. And while they're getting closer to becoming a client, This is the journey that they are going through. Whether we know it, like it or not, it is the way it is. So basically, it facilitates them down the buyer's journey, assuming that they're ready to buy now, of course. And I'll explain a little bit more in detail what that means. You know, it's one of the secrets the gurus and experts don't explain to you when you're creating a funnel. So a funnel is it is a visual description of different stages that you're taking each person through from beginning to the end. So you need to stay engaged, no matter what part of the buyer's journey that you're in. You need to help your prospects and your customers with all aspects and problems related to their pain points. And one of the most important things to a funnel does is that it brings the prospect from the masses to separating the ideal and perfect client that you're looking for. And you're going to be putting them basically in your own ecosystem. What's really important is a funnel is not always online. Again, it's something that is set up as something that's, it's not always set up as automated as well. And actually one of my clients and myself, they do funnels offline. They haven't even gone online. Meaning you might cold reach to a selected group of people. And then as the sales process moves along, different people move to a different funnel. So you'd be moving them from cold, warm, et cetera, et cetera. But it's not set to be automated like the online. It's a strategy that goes from cold in them to who you are, so be able to solve their problem, basically. A funnel cannot be something that you're basically telling them, here, go and buy. If you are just pushing the person to buy right away, then there's absolutely no room for a drip campaign. For those that don't know what a drip campaign, I just like the word drip because it's a drip, and a drip is an email campaign where you're dripping and you're nurturing one drip at a time. So only those who abandon a cart. So let's just say you went on a site and you put a product in the cart, then the have a lot of seeds. But what about the 99% of people who never got to the buy button? They never decided that they wanted to buy. So I'm not a strategy to take them from one to another. Another a question that I like to ask is, why do you actually need a funnel? What is the purpose of a funnel? Looking to accomplish with it? Is it for lead generation? And a lot of people think that it is for lead generation. Well, here's the bad news. Lead generation is actually the last thing. I'll explain to you more as we go. So the first thing that we need to do is shift the way that we think about funnels. We have to change the way that we do anything and everything online. We also need to learn how to be more givers than takers. So your funnel needs to have the right messaging to attract the right and perfect client that you're looking for. What are the funnels actually used for? So some businesses use it to convert sales, build awareness, drip or email campaign. So it's not just one static thing. Now the question comes, what would you build a funnel for? Would it be a conversion? And I want you guys to, write the number, please, in the chat. Even if there's a few of them, just write them. But would it be for a conversion funnel? Would it be a lead generation funnel? A free sample funnel? A product launch funnel? Building awareness funnel? Oh, I did that double. There was a free consultation there. That's supposed to be there. A cross-sell funnel. A sales letter funnel. A membership funnel. A survey funnel. A nurture funnel. And for those that don't see anything on this that they want to use the funnel for, please write down what the other type of funnel that you'd like to do. Awesome answers coming in, guys. A lot of ones. Wow, Natasha, you had a whole lot of them. Love that. Awesome. Thank you. Keep that going if it's still going, because I know there's a lot of us over here. So that's awesome. So remember, as I said, I'm going to deal with things head on. No matter where you start on your funnel, the bottom line is when all is said and done, you're trying to get a customer. You're all just at a different pace. So one's up here, one's up there, etc. So meaning one is doing an awareness funnel so that they can eventually get a customer. One person is doing a survey funnel so that they get an answer. They're going to get answers to a series of questions to align to their offer, to eventually become a client, of course. Some do a free consultation. That's to have like a free call with them to be able to get them to become a customer. So the real motive is to get a customer. We're going to talk about that shortly. So secret number one. Here's what the gurus do not want you to know. The myth is to start a funnel, you must be online. I want to debunk that myth. Here's the thing. You can't just start going to millions and millions of people and have to, you have to start offline first. You have to connect all your systems and processes together, put them in place, and you have to get connected with your ideal customer. What is the problem that they have that they don't want? And what is the solution that they're looking for, but they can't find it? So you don't start with an online funnel. Before you create any funnel, you have to have that success offline before you're creating that online funnel. You need to have your systems and your processes in place before you start thinking of a funnel. So for example, if you don't know specifically who your target market is, why would you go out to millions of people online, waste your time and money? Unfortunately, the gurus out there, they're telling business owners, you're only one funnel away and you're going to be good to go and you're going to be rich. It's not true. You have to build your infrastructure offline, have your stuff together offline before you go and spend money online. And no one is telling you that you have to do this going offline first. The secret is no one is telling you, and I want to tell you. This is why I love what I do. Go head on. The only way for success. The problem is that when they hire professionals to do all the work for them, how do they know how to hold them accountable when you have no idea even what to do specifically or what works, etc.? They don't know what needs to be there, what should be there, what's going to work, and of course, what's not going to work. So businesses, they go and they spend a lot of money with professionals because they're selling it to them, and they have no idea how to check if what they're doing is correct or not. This is business suicide. It's the reality of every day. So think about this, and I'm just giving you an example. Imagine a 6-year-old kid signs up for calculus. He doesn't even know simple addition or subtraction, multiplication, division. He still needs to do pre-algebra, algebra 1, 2, 3, geometry, trigonometry, pre-calculus, and then go to calculus. It's the same thing for business owners. You're trying to go do calculus when you haven't even done addition yet. Because you know your expertise very well, you can hold somebody accountable in your field, right? If you're a lawyer, I mean, don't ask me anything about law, but if I come to you, you're going to definitely be able to hold another lawyer accountable because you know exactly what needs to be done. You know what's right, what's wrong, the right steps, et cetera, et cetera. You cannot run a business on hopes and prayers. We don't run our business on the hope method. I hope someone sends me a referral today. I hope I'm going to get a sale today. I hope somebody's going to call me today. I hope that funnel works. I hope. there are key points that someone doesn't want you to know when you are building a funnel. And if you knew how important that key component of building a funnel, you wouldn't be hiring somebody that you can't hold them accountable. Because most business owners, they really have no idea and they don't have the skills. I mean, when they're in school, they're not taught how to market. These gurus and these experts, they make so much money because they know that no one's going to really hold them accountable because they have no idea what they're doing. And this is the hidden secret, one of the hidden secrets that the experts or gurus know, and they do not want to share this with you. And secondly, is everything I just told you, if you knew you had to do all these things before your funnel would work, would you really drop a couple of $1,000s because the gurus tell you you're one funnel away and they make you think that in 30 days, your business is going to double or triple? Please type a 1 for no and type a 2 for yes. So just to repeat the question in case, oh, we got it. Okay, we're getting some answers. Lots of 1s. Awesome. Thank you for being very interactive and listening, guys. This is awesome. So if you knew what the gurus knew, you'd make a different decision, and that is the key. And today, I want you to walk away being empowered in understanding the components that are very necessary for any type of funnel to work. And when it's appropriate to introduce the strategy and when it's not. We can't just assume that it is because we think it's the time. So you need to focus on the right things to grow your business and not focus on fairy tales, rainbows, and sunshines. So when they say you're one funnel away from being a millionaire, here's the bad news, but the truth, you're totally not one funnel away from being a millionaire, right? The most thing that is important is that you do not have to be an expert in this. You need to be proficient. You need to understand so that when you delegate work to someone, you're going to be able to hold them accountable to basically get the results. And lastly, businesses they don't know what they don't know. When you know that you do not have to spend thousands of dollars to get a website built and marketing done. I mean, I've heard people saying they're going to be selling websites for $3,000, $5,000. Another guy called me and says he's getting a website for $10,000. I'm like, are you guys crazy? Like, they're really stealing your money because you really don't need a $10,000 site. I really don't care what you do, right? Of course, you can grow your website as you grow, but definitely not in the beginning of a business. Every client, and sorry, even if you've been in business for 15 years, there is no need. Now, every client that has come to me with a landing page, they've wasted their money, they're wasted their time because of that exact point. And here's an awesome story. It's a personal colleague of mine. He built his business to a multi-7-figure business without even a website. He might post maybe once a year on social media. He hates it. He will not. And when he eventually got a website, it was pierced together and no one really cared about his site. He was able to create an offline funnel, meaning he knew exactly who his ideal client was, the problem that they had that they didn't want, and the solution that they're looking for. And he knew exactly how to connect with them. He had his process in place. And that's what a funnel really is. It's the systems to go from stranger to client. And that is your funnel or your strategy. A funnel is a strategy. And he actually did it intentionally because people kept telling him, go do Facebook ads, go do SEO. You have to if you want to become successful and all these other stuffs. And he said, screw all that. So what he did was he started offline. So he built that 7-figure business. Then he went online. Now, I'm not giving you this example to not be online. Please don't take that because it's especially with the pandemic that passed or still here. Online is very, very important. but you have to start your infrastructure on the offline before online, so that, again, you're not wasting their time and money. And I'm also sharing this with you to understand that a funnel is not always online. It's not always set up as something to be automated either. And some of my clients, like I said, some of them are not online. So meaning you might have to do a cold outreach to a selected group of people. And then as the sales process moves along, different people will move to different funnels, like I mentioned earlier, but it's really not set to be automated. It's a strategy that goes from cold, introducing them to who you are and how you are going to help them solve their problem, because they're looking for a solution. So our funnel is a strategy to take them from one place to another. It cannot be something that they're going to buy. And really, if you do that, like I said, they're not going to have that. You're not going to give them that space to be able to drip into that email campaign. So what are the key elements that are pieces basically that the experts are not telling you? I hope everybody was good with secret number one. Let me go to secret number two. Now, your logos, your colors, your brand, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to buy from you because, oh, wow, your logo is so beautiful. Doesn't work like that. She's got the blue that I love. I'm going to buy from her. Doesn't work like that. So, I've seen a lot of companies, they spend so much time on their website, their logos, their colors, and then it's like you're down the line and they're still fixing their LinkedIn, right? And haven't even gotten a client yet. So secret number two. Secret number three, it's not the funnel that makes the funnel works. Yes, it's what's in the funnel. So it's called the conversion equation. Who's your ideal client? What's the problem that they want that they don't have? And what's the solution that they're looking for? I call this the conversion. I think every marketing, whether it's your salesperson speaking, you are doing bite or elevator, as everybody knows, your receptionist, your customer service, anybody that represents your company should have the conversion equation, whether it's in their language or written. Interrupt. This is where it's the headline. It states the problem that your prospect has that they don't want. Then we have engage. Engage is the subheadline, the next best thing that's said. It states the problem of the solution that they want, but they don't have. Next is educate. So this is the information that you're giving, whether it's verbally or written, that presents evidence to your prospect that you and your product or service are in every way superior to your competition. And you must end with an offer. An offer has to be so compelling and irresistible that basically your prospect would be crazy to turn it down. Okay. If you have any questions on this, please write your questions down and we can look at that later. Secret number 4 is the buyer's journey. Now, I find the buyer's journey, it's so important. First, you have to stop marketing to 100% of the audience. How are you connecting with them? And unfortunately, most businesses, when they're studying their expertise, you're not taught really how to generate that right lead, etc. So what businesses, what tends to happen is that when they're advertising or marketing, they're only attracting now buyers. That only represents 1 to 3% of the market that they're ready to really buy right now. And we can't just assume that everyone's ready to buy right away. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but when you go and buy something, unless you know and you've been already going through that journey, but unless you're ready to buy it because of whatever reason, we don't always buy right away. Now, of course, if you were referred by somebody, that's something a little bit different, like call Nancy, she's awesome, or call Anthony, he's awesome because this is different. Now you're getting a warm lead. I was specifically talking about the cold leads. Definitely referrals are an amazing way to do business. I always tell businesses, don't just only stick to referral. That is one thing very important. So what's really important is the buyer's journey takes them to a place from the I don't know you to I'm getting to trust you slowly. So I put this little picture over here, and basically it's taking everybody where you're becoming aware of the product, and you want to take them through this internal and information gathering stage on their way to purchasing. So once they become aware, then we start teaching them why should they buy. So what are the benefits of ownership? Why should they buy it? Then as you teach them that, then it's why shouldn't I buy it? Can I do it by myself? Can I trust this person? Is he going to say what he said he was going to, or is he going to do what he said he was going to do? You know, things like that. And if you actually answer all these questions properly without trying to sell somebody, once they get to that vendor selection period, even if they are looking at 10 of your competitors, guess who they're choosing? They will choose you, because you've done a good job. So it's not about price, and you might be more expensive than somebody else. It has nothing to do with price. It has to do with you, your trust, what you're giving, etc. Secret number 5. What you say and when you say it, your messaging, what you're messaging to that person that's drawing them to you. A landing page, or only a messaging in a landing page. Things like that. That's really, really, really important. Your secret number 6 is the drip campaign. So in the drip campaign, this is another critical part of the journey. Why? Because 97% of people, they're not ready to buy right away. They're going through that journey. And if they have not, like I said earlier, put something in the cart or something to that nature, and they click X and they're leaving, then they're not going to be part of your drip campaign. The drip campaign facilitates in giving them the information that they desire based on what their journey is. And if you don't have that piece, again, you're only reaching that 1 to 3% of your audience that's ready to buy now. Most don't even convert to 3%. It's usually around 1%. So it's so important and critical to create a follow-up system, which is the email campaign, with them, so that you're continually nurturing, everyone that basically raised their hand and said, that's me. And, and it could be also, maybe they're just not ready to buy now for whatever their reason is. Doesn't matter. They're on their journey. So the offer doesn't have to always have an offer to buy. I hope that makes sense. Because if the offer is to buy and the person doesn't buy, there's no drip campaign, like I said. So meaning the person never got to the buy button, and now there's no way to be able to follow up with them. And they're probably not going to come back to your site again because they just clicked X, right? So the only ones, like I said, that they're able to do a follow-up is if somebody actually puts something in their shopping cart. And, most companies, they say, hey, you were about to buy in that cart. So that 97% that never got to that button and they clicked X, again, there's going to be no future communication between them. It is a flawed strategy. Unless you're only looking to close to 1 to 3% of those that are ready to buy now, which I will suggest, do not just look at the 1 to 3%. Your bigger market is the 97 to 99%. And secret number 7. Now, we went through all this basically, but now it's about putting all your SOPs together, your standard operating procedures. It's all about your overall funnel strategy, which includes your marketing system, the sales conversion system, so that once they raise their hand, how do I convert them consistently? How do I follow up? Once they become your customer, what system do you have to onboard them? What about to fulfill your service? Can we handle the result of the influx that's coming in? And what system is in place that's going to consistently convert them into a higher paying customer. Now, those things, they all go hand in hand, and they're all included in a funnel strategy. It's not just a tactic. Let's just drop a funnel. It's an entire strategy. And that is what becomes a standard operating procedure behind the funnel. And that is all part of your marketing. So when your funnel is built and you get a massive influx of prospects, because it's done right, your system is going to be able to handle that growth and not just create an overwhelm to you. So your system now is it's to help you convert those that are leads into paying customers. And now your system needs to be in place before going to the masses of the funnel, with the funnel. And this is one of the biggest mistakes small businesses make. They go to all the businesses around the world and they don't even have the basic systems in place. So if their funnel did blow up, they wouldn't really be able to handle it. You're basically setting up yourself for failure. Online, it's designed to scale. And you need to have your messaging in place before you go to the masses. Very important. So now, guys, now that you've learned the 7 secrets that the gurus don't want you to know, you're going to now better understand that a funnel is a well thought out design strategy. It is not a tactic where you just want to, build a landing page. It's a complicated and complex strategy. And a strategy, it's a set of tactics that are done in the exact right order, over and over and over again, to be able to create a predictable result. It's not a simple thing to do. Okay, it is very complex. It's detailed. It has to be very well thought out. You don't want to do this alone. But if you have a good business coach or a business partner, you have at least a minimum of 2 heads. I really suggest that you don't do this alone. And that's what that is what they don't want you to know. Basically, if you did this, you never be hiring them, and you not be paying top dollars, that $8,000 to $10,000 just for a simple website that doesn't even get you anybody to your leads. It's just a pretty website. Because it's a lot more than just you funnel away. So there's so much involved to make it work. You want to ensure you're focusing on the right things and basically not wasting your time and money on something that doesn't work. And it's not going to benefit you, right? We just look at the funnel being a strategy in a high level. So as I mentioned, a funnel, a strategy. You can see we just went through that in a high level, what you need to do, but what we need to be clear about, that it's not on the snap of the fingers. Let's just pop, a few words on a landing page, get it online, and we're going to triple our business revenues. It really doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. And I'm telling you this, so please believe it. And for those that have actually put money out there, I know that they believe me for sure. So the question really is, are you even ready for a funnel? If you could write a yes or a no, or just a Y or an N on the chat, let me know. After all this that you've just learned right now, are you really ready for a funnel right at this point? And there's no wrong answers, guys, okay? We're all in different places in our business. Awesome, guys. Thank you. So again, drip campaigns need to be attached to the funnel. Landing need to use the buyer's journey so that it's only about what they will gain. It's about what they are missing by not having all the pieces together, right? As a business, that's what's really important. You're not getting the consistent leads, and that's what you need. And you're going through a whole lot of mess because it's just not done right. And of course, the right time. Having it done right offline to build a funnel online before having all this in place, you need to have quite a bit of pieces. No one tells you, but that's important. Your infrastructure, your positioning, and your continuity using the automation. So guys, I hope you all enjoyed this. Please do put a 5 in the chat. If you learned something new, or you were reminded of something that you already knew and you forgot about it, please type it in there. And I want you to know that, like, I'm sure you guys see, I am extremely passionate in what I'm doing. I could go on for days and days, but we only have limited time, obviously. But I want you guys to understand that it's just important for everybody to understand, that it's very clear your next step. If not, most of your marketing, you're just going to have those prospects walk away without really warming them up. So just, don't wait months to start your first funnel or butter up that landing page that didn't work for you. Start right away. Start today. Ask questions. Get to know, talk to the right experts that are there, not for themselves, for your success. That's the most important. Takeaway again from today. I want to just put this right into your brain. Everything is not what it seems, guys. Running your business is a strategy. Creating a funnel is a strategy that has to be deployed at the right time in the right order for it to work. And it requires specific pieces in a specific order. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time and money. So make sure that before you hire somebody to build a funnel for you, or if you do it yourself, that you understand the key elements that are going to make it work. When this is done, you are going to be funnel ready. And now you're going to know how to hold them accountable if you hire somebody to ensure that they are doing the right job for you. So as a finale, 2 little surprises for you. One, I'm currently writing a second edition of my book, and I only have 10 spots available, and this will be only available to those who have showed up today, of course. This is going to be basically to interview business owners to be included in my second book. So it'll give you a little bit of more presence and things like that. When you download my book, which I'm going to show you how to do that right now for free, when you download it, I outline basically in that book no-cost strategies that you can start using in your business today. Either you can reply by email, send me a DM on LinkedIn. I will put all my coordinates as soon as I'm done here, of course. And during the interview, I just want to explain to you, I'm going to go over, a few strategies from my first book, get your expert opinion on how they'd impact companies in your industry. And as a bonus for helping me with your insights, I'm going to do a little something for you. I'm going to also help you find a minimum of $100,000 in hidden revenue in your business. Of course, all without spending additional marketing in advertising or ads. And my final surprise. So sit down, guys, and ready for this, because I even was surprised what I was offered to give you guys. So here we go. So don't read. I'm going to explain. This is, I actually use Dream Factory. It is a software that's an automation software. And believe me, guys, I used to spend between $200 and $500 a month. And there's a lot of companies offering this for $500 a month. When I first discovered them, they wanted to roll out, they had rolled out the $197 a month, but due to COVID, they realized that a lot of businesses were affected and they brought it down to $57 a month. So I'm literally saving 90% of my monthly costs. I was like flabbergasted. Everything I talked to you about today with the funnels and so much more, making landing pages, websites, etc. All that is included here. Now, the regular price is $57 right now as a promotion that they're doing because of the pandemic, but they're doing something special only for those who have showed up today. It is only for 24 hours. I will have Randy send you guys this link, but you can also, if you want to take a picture, it is BNS. This is for businessparks.thedreamfactory.io. This is again only for here. You would be getting it at $47 a month, plus I didn't give you the big bonus. You're going to get 76 templates for funnels and websites for free. Just want to tell you that costs hundreds of dollars. I was actually, he offered to me last night, and that's why I was like, Randy, oh my God, you won't believe what I could give you guys. like I was never even offered that. So it's a nice gift from you guys, for you guys. Again, it's a 24-hour thing. After that, if you decide that you want it after, you're just going for the regular promo price until they go back to $99. And again, it's only for those that ended. So write it down. By going to this address, you can download a copy of my first book for free. And you can get the bonus from Dream Factory that only Biz Network attendees can receive. Only have 24 hours. What I do suggest is you have two things. Visit the actual website, go to the features tab, go look at the features on there. It's important for you to know what's there. And there's going to be a lot of features you may not even know about or even want to use or need to use, but they're all included. And then come back to the same page and go to grab the deal because it's the only place you'll be able to get it at $47. Guys, I just wanted to give you guys an early Christmas present. I wanted to wish you guys a kick-ass 2022. And I look forward to hearing from each of one of you.
Well, thank you so much, Nancy. And you see my new background here. This is actually a certificate of appreciation that we have for you. I know it doesn't equal the hourly rate that you charge for your services, but we don't charge anybody anything, so we have no revenues to pay our speakers with. So this is what you get. But anyway. You're
so sweet. I appreciate you, Randy. Really, really, I do.
And we'll be posting this on social media, not doubled up like that, but, you know, the single version. And then I'll also get you a physically printed copy, not quite on parchment, but it'll be nice glossy paper. Anyway.
You're magnificent. I appreciate you, Randy.
So I'll get that to you privately. I'll make arrangements to with you to where to send that. So thank you so much for doing this for us. I will be also providing that link to the special offer to all of the people who attended today with, you know, the supplementary information to sort of say it's on for 24 hours from, I guess, my goodness. Is it automatically going to time out? Because like some of the people had to leave before you even presented the offer, so they won't even know necessarily. Can we maybe?
I'll have him push it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
Just a shade, just because I mean the major bottleneck is me. I have to go to work. I can't even provide it to everybody, and we had a record-breaking event, so it's like more people than usual. So I don't want to just have a bunch of mealy-mouthed excuses, but all I can say is that we want to deliver on our promises. All I'm saying is maybe we could just have a little bit of an extension of the time on that. So that we can give people a fair chance. We're not.
I will absolutely do that, and I just want to let you know. I mean, because I do have a few friends and customers here. If you do have the Dream Factory already, just connect back with me, and I will offer you from 57 back to 47. I'm just going to send them an email, and you'll get the exact same thing for coming here and having fun with us.
That's fantastic. So, thank you. Record-breaking event all around. Now, I haven't had a chance to do the final tally because people floated in and out. I don't know if they have internet problems or whether they just had other work commitments or whatever. But at one point, I saw 65 people, and I know there's usually about 10% more than the maximum number we see because, you know, the early ones and the late ones and stuff like that, right? So, record-breaking on every front. Thank you so much, Nancy. It was a pleasure working with you to create this record-breaking event because I couldn't have done it without you because seriously, there were certain strategies that you took my recommendation on. You did them with aplomb, and that was a major contributing factor in this record-breaking result. So
thank you, Randy. It was wonderful working with you, and I wanted to actually also thank everybody that's here. Thank you for coming and trusting us to come and learn here. So again, a big thank you to each one of you.
Thank you. And Ron, perhaps you have some closing comments as well.
Well, I just wanted to put in my 2 cents here and say thank you very much, Nancy. As usual, I'm a note taker, so I've got a couple of pages, and I'm learning. You're a great teacher. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.